I'm Tim Willig, and I'm a shoe cobbler. I like my job because I like the process that's involved in fixing shoes, and I like making people happy, have them be satisfied with the work that I do. It's just a good feeling to work on something really hard and then be able to do it, being able to give them a finished product and have them be happy. I've been working at Casablanca for probably 13, 14 something years, and now I own it. It's a long process to get there, but that's where I ended up. One of the guys I used to work for knew a shoe repair guy out in Reading, and they basically cooked up a scheme to the one guy to buy the shoe repair from the other guy. And one day they came to work and they're like, "Hey, we were wondering if you would like to learn how to fix shoes." We're hoping that that would work out. It was basically they were scheming and hoping that I would want to do it, and I ended up wanting to do it. In a lot of ways, a lot of shoes are more fashionable, but different in different ways. Like most of them aren't designed as well unless they're super high end. There are a lot of individual shoemakers that would make shoes for stores and stuff, and some of those shoes are probably, some of the best I've seen. 40s, 50s, stuff like that. It's just very well designed. They could be 60 years old and you can still pick them up and do anything you need to them and fix them, and it's no problem. They're made that well. You walk around all day. You use your feet all day long. You stand on them, you walk, fix a pair of cowboy boots, and the girl has worn them down like an inch or two. And I don't even know how you walk like that. But there you go. I'll still fix it. I think a lot of girls don't know that when you wear down your heels and your little metal tips are tapping around, you can get those fixed. It's $9. It takes, it doesn't take that long. And then you got brand new shoes almost. So I just know a lot of people that they brought in shoes, they didn't even know that they could get them fixed before. Like they were like, "I threw away so many pairs of shoes because I didn't even know you could get them fixed." And because what else do you even get fixed nowadays? If your TV breaks, you throw away, you get a new TV. There's not a whole lot of else people actually still get repaired because things are made to be thrown away. Industry's changing a little bit. It's getting harder to find certain supplies. Certain materials are harder to work with. That's not really going to change. It's probably going to get worse. But women are always still going to have heels. Men are always going to have dress shoes of some kind. And there's definitely people that still like quality, and there's always going to be that. Don't wait a whole long time before you bring me something, because I've had friends even who they were like, "Oh, I'm going to bring you this pair of shoes." And then a year goes by, then they bring them to me, and I'm like, "I can't do this now, because there's nothing left to even fix here," basically. There's like no leather left. Sometimes that happens, but, what can you do? I mean, I definitely notice. I'll be on the bus or something, I'm like, "Man, that guy needs new heels." People ask me about it a lot in public. They're like, "I'm really sorry to ask you about a work question." I'm like, "No, it's okay." And so, occasionally people will bring me shoes. Like, I'll be at the bar and somebody will be like, "I have shoes, can you come, I can bring them to you and you can just take them home." I'm like, "I'd rather not, but every once in a while I'll do it." So it teaches you a lot of problem solving, for sure, where sometimes there's certain difficult jobs where, it's just, it's going to be hard, and you're just like, "How do I even do this?" And then you just, take a second and sit back a little bit and think it over, and you figure it out, basically. I guess there's a life lesson in that somewhere. Do men's and women's heels, full soles, half soles, Vibram work boots, rubber soles, polish, clean, salt stains, zippers, whatever you need. That's what we do. Most of the time people are just like, "I didn't even know people still do that." And, sometimes I'll be at the store and somebody will be shopping for clothes and they're like, "I didn't even know people were like that, were still around." And I'm like, "Well, I'm right here. This is what I do." I'm not sure if it's an art form necessarily, but it's definitely a craft. It's people used to do a lot of crafts. In a lot of respects, it's definitely a skill, and it's definitely a trade, and you definitely need to be able to see things from start to finish and solve problems that are involved in taking it from point A to point B. I'm not sure if that's an art, but it's definitely a craft.